since the person don't want to leave me alone, I was trying not to talk about it, but since the person don't want to leave me alone and they're continuing to bring people in my life and tell these stories, now she's made the book. So let me just tell you what the story looks like while I got a few more minutes. So story time. But developed this relationship with this person. We was cool, going out all the time, talking all the time, yada, yada, yada. I don't mind telling nobody nothing I've been through, nothing I came from, nothing God delivered me to, because there's glory all over my story. I'm going to tell you that I used to be a savage before, Megan. I'm going to tell you I was on demon time before Beyonce, without giving into the specifics of what I did, okay? Said all that to say, this person, I guess, they was feeling some type of way. You know how a person will go from a compliment to being sexually attracted to you is kind of weird. Like, that's weird for me. I ain't never been attracted to my friends. Like, my friends look nice, but it ain't never been, oh girl, what's up? Ain't that not. So part 2, trying to do this in 3 parts. So part 2, fast forward, we went to the event. After the event, we went out to eat. She invited a guy out to eat. I was kind of feeling some type of way, because I'm just like, why we gotta bring a guy? I got my own money. I got a little stomach problem. I don't be really like gonna go out with people I don't know, because never know what my stomach might do. Whatever. I'm just like, all right, I'm down. The dude seemed cool. Whatever. We get on a date. We go out to eat. We talking about traveling. We talking about dreams, 5-year plans, goals, writing books, grants, this, that, and the third. So then the conversation switched. I'm talking about switch like that. So next thing you know, the person start coming on to me. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? No, thank you. I'm not interested. First of all, I don't like girls. Like, I'm good on that. Then that person tried to get the guy to come on to me. And actually encouraging the guy to come sit next to me and rub on me. I said, mister, please don't touch me. Because just because you change who you are, don't mean I'm going to change who I am. Okay? So let's start there. So let's talk about character traits that you should possess as a godly woman. Okay? All right. So with that being said, so they kept on continuing, and I'm just like, in fact, I was making Snapchats, and I actually said on a Snapchat, like, no, thank you. I'm not trying to buy what y'all trying to sell. And the conversation got very graphic. And I was just like, I'm not interested. Like, that's not the type of time I'm on. Like, I'm good. They try to convince me to go get a hotel room, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like trying to shut all of that down. Like, I'm trying to ignore them and trying to remain cute and classy, because I know how to do that, first of all. I'm in the car with them. So at the same time, I have to be mindful. I could have called an Uber, but I'm just like, I just want to make sure my safety is important. And so I'm going to just play it cool. But I know from this day forward, I already got to be cool. So I'm trying to tell a person, I'm like, you good? And he like, yeah. I'm like, you sure you good? Because you like acting weird. She's like, I'm good. All right, cool. So fast forward to that. Now, mind you, we wasn't drinking. I don't drink. We not doing drugs. Like, well, I wasn't doing no drugs. I don't know what was going on at this point. Let me not put that out there, because I don't think the person was doing drugs, but I don't know the way the body language was switching, child. And mind you, she just keep pushing. I'm trying to live well enough alone. And so after I said this, I ain't addressing it no more. So after all that was said and done, the night went on, blah, 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 blah. And it was so weird for me. Like, I literally had to carry my gun. Like, I literally sat at a restaurant with my gun in my lap, because I fear for my safety on the slick. And she know I'll never roll with my gun. First of all, you got this stranger in the car with us. I don't know him from a can of paint. You already know the trauma that I've experienced. You know I've been raped. You know people that took advantage of me when I was in a messed up situation. So I'm already on game. So you know that, because I shared that with you. So for me to share that with somebody, and then you turn around and hurt me with the same thing, like, that's really crazy. Now you sitting there like, you a victim? Girl, please. Anyway, I don't even remember what this is. Anyway, so fast forward, we get into the car. The guy touched me, and I'm just like, please don't touch me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to touch me. And so she started cursing him out, and I'm just like, well, you don't have to be rude. What? Touch it then. So I just was feeling weirder and weirder. So as the night progressed, I'm on my way home. I'm just like, bring me home first. Because they was just like talking about they wasn't going to bring me home. They was going to get a hotel room. They was going to force me to do this and this and that. And I'm lucky God changed her. And blah. I said, I'm not lucky God changed you. You're lucky God changed you. Because if God wouldn't have changed you, nothing would happen to me, because you ain't going to do me nothing. So she kept on whatever. I'm like, I didn't just jump off the porch and got on the sidewalk. I jumped off the porch and went straight in the street. So ain't nothing you could possibly entice me to go back to where God delivered me from. Ain't nothing you could sell to me that make me want to buy that. So you could just stop that, right? So she kept on. So I just shut down and I stopped talking. Because like, as they was talking, I didn't even engage in the conversation, because I don't roll like that. Like, I'm not going to sit on no phone and talk to no Negro about sex when we ain't having it. I'm celibate. You know that, right? So 2 more videos and then I'm done. Because I made a promise 2 years ago to God, if a man ever try to rape me or put his hands on me, I'm going to kill him. I said that. I mean that. So I'm already on game. So you lucky. So the whole time she like, you tempted, you tempted, you tempted, you tempted, you tempted. So I'm really ignoring her because I really have the ability to just tune people out. I'm like, I think you're using that word wrong. What does that even mean? You tempted. You act like nobody can't touch you. I said, I'm not tempted. Do you mean you're tempted by me? Say that. No, I'm not tempted. Me tempted by you. I mean, me being tempted would incite that I'm turned on, or I'm not tempted at all. Like, I'm not even thinking about, I don't even see you like that. Like, what? So she just kept going on and on. Hold up, commercial break. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm just trying to get home, child. And so, I finally make it home. And when I get out the car, the dude come. He trying to walk me to the door, and I'm just like, first of all, I don't even want to know what door I'm going. So when I get to the door, he talking about, man, she wants you, woo, and blah 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 blah. You know, like, like what's up with y'all? And I'm just like, ain't nothing up with us. And he was like, she kept on saying I wasn't coming at you hard enough, and why I'm not coming on to you, do I not find you attractive, and blah 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 blah. Now, first of all, people play both sides, so he could have been lying. It don't even matter, right? I'm still a child of God. I'm still gonna forgive her. I'm still gonna call on her actions. So fast forward to when she got in the car, she started talking about, she called me on voice memo. Because one thing about Keyshawn, let me tell you something. 2 things for sure. Anything I say, it could be backed up, okay? I got text messages, video, screen records, audio memos, all that, okay? That part. So fast forward to back to, I forgot this part. This is the most important part. This is the most mind-blowing part, okay? So when I got to my house, when after dude got out, when we got to the parking lot of my apartment complex, she was just like, I snatched that wig off you and I make him take your gun. Because at this point, I'm riding with my gun in my lap. Because like I told you, I don't really feel safe. Like they really on some other stuff, right? And so my spirit is telling me something ain't right. I'm in danger. And so I said, first of all, I called the name. I'm like, he gonna have to die to get my gun. He gonna have to die to get my gun. You act like you can't be touched. I said, do you hear what I'm telling you? And I said it just like this. Let me tell you how I said it. I said, to be honest, you gonna have to die to get this gun. Because I'm gonna shoot him dead. They got one in the chambers already cocked. What is you saying to sit on my lap? She's like, you crazy. But I'm not crazy. I'm serious. I said all that. So in the process of that, I called somebody else on the phone. I'm like, boom, boom. Because I'll make him hold you down and I'll do it. So you really conspiring to rape me? That's really crazy. I wasn't even mad at that point. Because remember, let me remind y'all, I'm still in a vehicle with this person and with a dude in the back seat. And then I kept telling her I didn't feel comfortable with him sitting in the back seat. Because one, I don't know the man from a can of paint. You just met the man. Why would you have a complete stranger sitting behind you? He could choke you up. Like, I watch enough crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my head is. So she mad. She want me to sit in the front seat. Why he got I feel more vulnerable with him in the back seat than anything. I don't know if he got a gun in his pocket. I don't know if he got a card or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. So anyway, so she was just like, so I end up calling one of my cousins. I'm like, man, cousin, I know my cousin gonna answer the phone. I'm like, girl, what you doing? It was just like 1:30 in the morning. She was like, no, what's wrong? I said, girl, nothing. So when I got in the house, I'm like, girl, I wanted you to talk to me till I got out the car because I didn't feel safe. Woo. So I explained the story to her. So bing. So when Sunday morning comes, so she went to go ask the man how much he'll pay and all this and that and the third. And I'm like, he said, so are you implying that y'all selling vagina? I said, we ain't implying nothing. She said, well, I guess hers free. This girl was tripping, okay? So that was a conversation in the car on the way home. So I said, first of all, I'm not selling nothing and ain't nothing free. I ain't doing nothing. Just bring me home. So they brought me home. I know I keep going back to the story, but you know, I keep thinking about more details. So fast forward to all of that. She got in the car. She saw my voicemail. Thank me for the day. She's sorry. She made me uncomfortable. Woo, blah, 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 blah. So then she started talking about Jesus. I guess I was just acting in my flesh. And I'm so glad that you're stronger than me. And blah, 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 blah. And I'm glad you didn't act on it. Because we probably wouldn't have done nothing anyway. Because I know, you know, we changed and God delivered. Did God deliver you? Did he? Did he really? Because ain't nobody gonna play with my deliverance like that.